according to how I feel comfortable with the heat setting for my hair. Because for my particular hair, I have a lot of hair, but my hair is still very thin and delicate. It's not really very coarse, so you should just adjust the temperature based on your hair texture. For anybody's hair, you should start at a very, very low setting and work your way up from there. Just like you do at home when you straighten your hair, what you're going to do is you're just going to take really small sections. It's better to take small sections because you don't have a lot of hair bunched up together at once, and therefore you straighten more of your hair at a time, and it just, the overall finished product looks really nice and straight. So when you straighten your hair, you should use long and even strokes. Don't spend too much time on one section of your hair. At 100 degrees Celsius, this is the result that I have. This is my natural hair texture there. It's not a very, very flat look. So what I'm gonna do, just to show you, is I'm going to increase it to 150 degrees Celsius, just to show you guys what it's like to make your hair just a little bit more straight, a little bit more flat. I prefer this look right here though, because even though it's not perfectly straight, I think it looks very natural, and overall it's a very, very low heat setting, and it's just much better for your hair. But if you're looking for a more flat kind of style, then you're going to use a higher heat setting. Now again, be careful not to use it too high, depending on your hair texture. So I'm just going over this a few times. Okay, so as you can see, I don't know if you can really tell on the camera, but this just gave me a much more flat looking style. It still looks natural, but my hair is actually, if you touch it, it actually feels more stiff, a little bit more flat than the previous setting. I'm just going to do this throughout the rest of my hair, and when I get closer to the end, I'll come back and continue recording. As I'm getting closer to finishing, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of things, a couple of methods that I use. So this is, I don't know if you can see, my hair is a little bit wavy and just kind of all over the place. And what I've done for this bottom of my hair, which is already straightened, is, I'm just taking really small sections, using the paddle brush to just kind of straighten it out and make sure it's nice and even. No tangles, and that it's all ready to go for the flat iron. I'm just taking the flat iron, starting from the top as close as I can get to the roots, and just working it all the way down. And then as I get closer to the end, I brush my paddle brush through, and then just give it one final stroke. And that's giving it a nice straight texture. Now as you can see, this straightener is doing a pretty good job of straightening my hair without having to run the straightener through more than 2 to 3 times. And as you've noticed, the 2 or 3 times that I've ran it through my hair, it's been really quick, just a quick pull down. As mentioned in the product description before, heat damage is really minimized. Now that I'm done with straightening and styling my hair, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some of this, just work it into my fingers and just run it through my hair. It's the FHI Silk Infusion, and I'm just going to use a tiny little drop. Sort of like a really thick oil, and you really don't need very much. This product has very many different ways that you can use it. Some people like to use it straight out of the shower and just kind of run it through their hair after they've dried it with a towel, and use it as sort of like a deep leave-in conditioner. It's a very, very good thing to use for any type of style, either as a finishing product or something that you can use while you're styling, or something that you put in your hair before you start to style. Now that I'm finished running that through my hair, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush and just make sure that I brush out any tangles or flyaways. I'm going to take a straightening iron. I just kind of want to run it through a couple of last times in certain areas where I feel it's necessary. That. Maybe one last run here, just to add some finishing touches to this look. There you have it. That's the healthy way to straighten your hair. Brush your hair throughout the day just to make sure that it always looks really smooth and shiny and straight. I like to carry these little brushes. You've probably seen them at beauty supply stores, but they're just little tiny compact brushes that you can just kind of run through your hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed.